Hello amazing viewers, good day to you all. Welcome to my channel. So it's been a war back and forth between the youth corp member Rai, who criticized the Tinubu's administration a couple of months back, and then got dragged for it by the NYSC trying to penalize her. I think the last I remember was that they extended her a service year by a month, and right now it's as if these people really want to destroy the destiny or the future of this young lady, but go work for them. Because I don't understand how it has gotten to the point where the institutions we have become so rotten to the extent that they start fighting anybody that speak against the Tinubu's government. That's how bad it is. Yes, we know that the institutions have been rotting way back, but right now, to say they don't add to it that if you criticize the Tinubu administration, you'll be punished for it. Oh, that's a new level entirely. As we speak right now, Atiku has condemned the actions of the NYSC after the young lady made a video where she talked about, how she went, for POP, and then, she was denied certificate. When you got to attend, they told her she doesn't have certificate. Okay, so we have Amnesty International condemning it. We have Showore, who has also come out to condemn it. We have Nigerians reacting to this seriously. We also have, what's his name again? Falana coming out to condemn the actions of the NYSC, because as quickly as possible the young lady alerted the Nigerians about what actually happened, and then before the NYSC came, and then they gave the excuse that she was not able to do her biometric for the month of April, so we had to seize her certificate just so we could discipline her. Who did they try deceive? Like who did they try deceive? How did we get to this point where we have become so lawless, like extremely lawless? The lawlessness, I don't even know the word to use to describe it. There's no words fail me to describe the kind of lawlessness that Nigeria has become under the APC Tinubu-led administration. Like the institutions, they are showing us clearly that, we are APC members, so we are APC members. We are no longer institutions. Trying to destroy the future of a young lady because she said, the Tinubu economy, they don't know what they are doing. Things are really hard for people. What wrong did she commit? I'm going to be showing you, or reading out rather, what the NYSC came out as a defense as to why they were not able to give, the girl her certificate. And of course, the girl also, replied NYSC, like she gave her own side of the story, how she missed or what led to her not, carrying out the biometrics for the month of April that prompted NYSC to deny her the certificate. I tell you, this is really gaining a lot of, talk on social media space. So I'm going to be reading part of all these, and then take a look at how people have been reacting to this before we come back to take a look at some other trends.
I did not get my NYSC certificate today after 1 year of serving this country. I literally went there with my cohort people, or should I say people we served together, and when it was my turn, they said no certificate for you. I had to go home, and since then I locked myself at home and I was looking like a mess. I didn't talk to anyone, but today I decided to get up and go to the gym. It's been a long time I went to the gym, and I just feel like I need to let some steam off my body so I no longer feel angry towards myself. Yes, I genuinely feel angry towards myself, and I feel like I was played big time. When people think like, because they're older than you, they are smarter and they can put you in a corner, and that's the kind of emotions that's running through my vein. I feel like it's so much anger, but I just cannot release it. I'm trying to buckle everything up, and honestly, when I look back and I'm like, how much do I need this certificate? This is something that I genuinely need, and to be very honest, if not for my family, I wouldn't even give a damn about it. But yeah, bye guys.
So after Raya made that video disclosing that she was denied her certificate, the NYSC board decided to reply. Now, this is what some of the media outlets carry. It says the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, has refuted claims on social media that it withheld the certificate of National Service CNS of Corps member Ushe Rita Ogwamaye, States Code LA 24B/H325, over alleged criticism of the government. In a statement, the NYSC described the allegation as entirely unfounded explaining that Rita is one of 131 corp members whose certificates were withheld for legitimate disciplinary reasons. The scheme said her service year was extended by 2 months for failing to attend the April 2025 biometric clearance in line with NYSC bylaws. Management stressed that this is a standard sanction applied in similar cases and is not unique to her. The NYSC cautioned against politicizing the issue, noting that service extension for non-compliance have long been part of its disciplinary process. It reaffirmed its commitment to carrying out its duties in line with constitutional provisions. Now, after the NYSC did this, the young lady in question came out to explain her own side of the story, which I will be reading out to you shortly. We know that, yes, NYSC have their own laws, and usually it is not the first time, it is not new that core member service is being extended. But the truth is that if you look at the girl's story, you will get to know that, okay, these people actually, they are trying to victimize the young lady. Now, I'm going to read out part of what she said. Now, the headline says, NYSC official blocked my biometric clearance despite providing valid documents. Corp member Rita Ogwamaye laments sabotage. Now, let me read a little of the body. The National Youth Service Corps member at the center of dispute over her withheld discharge certificate, Ushie Rita Ogwamaye, has narrated the experience which led to her being unable to complete her clearance in April. Expressing on X space organized by human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore on Sunday, she accused her local government inspector LGI officer, identified as Veronica, of denying her the right to carry out her biometric exercise. I was at the LGI center in April to carry out my biometric exercise, and the LGI official on duty refused to allow me do that despite the fact that I submitted the documents I usually submit in previous months for the clearance, she said. Despite the fact that I told the officer that what I submitted is what is usually needed, including a clearance letter from my place of primary assignment, she did not listen. Instead, she told me to get out of her office, and that was what happened. Mind you, this Mrs. Veronica she's talking about, or whatsoever, they said Veronica is the person that even prompted Sowore and other well-meaning Nigerians to follow her to the LGA, and it turned out that the said woman allegedly did not turn up the day Sowore came. So you can see that, okay, there's politics being played here. Now let me take a few social media reactions. Top thing saying, I missed 2 consecutive biometrics clearance in 2021, yet I was the first to collect my certificate. And then we have Al Kabula Nation saying, why is President Tinubu silent on issues of brutality, inhumane treatment and abuse of office against Ushie Rita Ogwamaye, popularly known as Raya? Is it because of the public criticism of him? Abubakar saying, how many people actually failed to complete their biometrics yet still received their certificates? All of this is just to please Tinubu. Instead of serving the country with integrity, you are more focused on serving the president just to stay in his good books and secure your appointment. Honestly, I feel so ashamed that this is what, institutions, have been reduced to. And I tell you the truth, it will take Nigerians, standing up for this girl, for NYSC to issue certificates to the lady. Whether the young lady in question will use the certificate or not is none of anybody's business. The truth is that there is a mandatory 1-year service, to your nation, after which you'll be issued, a certificate, and nobody knows, what's going to happen in the future. So it is very important that they give this young lady her service. I mean, some people lost their life during the course of the NYSC 1-year service. Some people were kidnapped, and then they had to pay huge ransom for them to be freed and all that. A lot of stuff, a lot of things goes on, during the 1 year of your service. And then if you are lucky, you are fortunate enough to complete the service, then I do not see any reason why NYSC will come out and say they were withholding your certificate. For goodness sakes, from the girl's explanation, you will get to understand that she's not even lying. So all this thing that NYSC is coming to say is an act of discipline being dished out on the lady because she mixed her biometrics. Now she mixed her biometrics and she clearly stated as to what transpired. So whose fault is it that she was not able to carry out the April biometrics? And even from people's reaction, and of course, people would not serve before. People don't miss biometrics, but then they still give them their certificate of discharge. So it is evident that these people, they are seriously victimizing and oppressing this young lady in question. And Nigerians, we are not fully, so we sense all these things. Hence the call from every angle, individuals, group, activists saying, release this young girl certificate, give this young lady a certificate. I never see where you don't become cry, say somebody they suffer, the person no go fit come out, come shout, say and they suffer, or when I won't kill me for here, why they? I don't see any reason, and in fact, I never see where they wrong. And to think we have people saying, how is this girl suffering? Is she not the person going to the gym? Is she not doing this one? Are you okay? Are you okay? So if she can afford to go to the gym and the rest, does it mean she's not suffering? Not be the way they enjoy Ibokwe, where we say get money. Is it not the same Joy Ibokwe that just lamented the other day? How they've been offering AC and how they've been doing this one. So one office, he has been forced to close down one office. The Nigerians had to attack him. What is wrong is wrong. I don't know where these our institutions, I don't know where they are headed though. Yes, there's massive corruption in every institution you turn to. But it has never gotten to the point where, the people will criticize the government and then they will now be oppressed. Oh, you hear say, we are filing a lawsuit against you. No, it is only in this Tinubu's administration. How these people disgrace us, in Nigeria, and I said Nigeria for me, they don't even see anything wrong with it. Look at the display of Kwanwan. Only for me to see a white person talking about it. These people don't even understand the level of humiliation, the level of embarrassment they bring to us as a nation. Somebody criticized the government. The next thing is for you to start punishing the person. Then the next thing is for you to go as far as extending the person's year of service. And then the next thing again is for you to withhold the person's certificate. Why are these people like this? If we don't rise up to all these things, problem go there. Tinubu just did 2 years. Our institutions are busy. They've turned themselves to political party. Then imagine if Tinubu rig himself in 2027. Let's assume in quote, God forbid, that Tinubu is going to stay 8 years. So in other words, we have 6 years to see this kind of madness, this impunity going on. No way. NYSC, there's no explanation that justifies their action. We don't serve. A lot of people don't serve before us. People don't serve since when some of us serve finish. And even after her, people will serve. People don't miss biometrics. They still let them go. Can they just for once stop being biased? Can they for once stop showing that they are truly corrupt? Can they for once stop this nonsense? Because it's getting out of hand. They are seriously disgracing us. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Now on to other trends. Okay. So it's as if what the Edo State governor promised during his campaign is exactly what is happening. Because I do not understand how people will be going out on the street on daily basis calling you over one thing and yet we don't see any action from you. I'm really going to commend you for even making effort to say, okay, the tax force thing is suspended. You understand? Tony Kabaka and his likes, we are suspending this whole tax thing they are collecting, illegal tax form. I really commend you for that. But what is he now doing about this insecurity, that we have various communities in Edo State coming to protest? Because yesterday there was a protest in one of the communities in Edo State over what? The activities of the headsmen. And these people are acting like they are not seeing this thing. It is not when the people will react now, they will come out and start acting like, okay, we are very, very proactive. I'm going to show you the video before we come back, to wrap this up.
Oh yeah, we are live video in the respect of Inner Southeast local government. You can see the protest is about to hold now. You can see the crowd everywhere. We need the help from the federal government. You can no longer consider like this.
If governor no answer us, no election. 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 If government no remember us, no election. No election. No election. No election. No vote. Shall I the vote? No. That body the vote? No. No community? No election. When I remember the death of Raiko, what's that run away from my When I remember the death of Raiko, what's that run away from my When I remember the killing of our people, what's that run away from If government no answer Uboha, no election. If government no answer Uboha.
If now waiting him promise him they try deliver to the those state people, he should come out and say this thing. Because I don't understand how people would cry every day. The other time they stood at the road with placard. I was hoping his vehicle was going to stop, but the speed with which he drove off, you could not see the matter no concern. And all I see is just campaign for the APC, campaign for Tinubu come 2027. By 2027, there will be no other political party in Edo State except the APC. But you are not delivering much. It is just too much hype. Where is the service you are rendering to the people? How many times will the people cry? You are asking, you know, the most annoying part of all this is that, just like the case of Urumi, when these people decide to retaliate, you go see them, you go they active, you go fly, go Kano, they will come fly, come arrest some individuals. But when these people they cry now, they do like say they need to see them. It's just like the community that cried about, you know, what is it called? The military demolishing their houses and taking over their lands, as alleged. I know here waiting the government talk about that. And here we are seeing all these things happening. Is this how these people want to be ruling Nigeria? That the cry of the people is not of any importance to them? Is this how they want us to be living? Mine is, if they know they are not going to work on these issues, they should come out clearly and say it out, so that the people will devise a means to protect themselves. Come out and say it. We can no longer protect you people. You people have to protect yourself. The people will find a way. Then if you want to give them weapon, give them weapon. See the vigilante that when that Uromi incident happened, some of those vigilante protecting themselves and their community, what did they do? They took their weapon away from them. You are not ready to protect them. You are also not equally ready to allow them protect themselves. Now, which you be that now? That's you practicing witchcraft. What is Okpeholo doing about this? Because those people don't they drag and since. You know they do roads. You know they do. See us. Water once when they fall like this, you know they feel much. You know they do anything. They just they overhype you. They go. People go to see you. They perform. Okay, attend to the insecurity who they face now. You know what, attend to that. If now what you promise us, you they actually deliver, then let us know, because for you not to be taking any action, it means that what you promise is actually what you are doing. Even though a slip of tongue. Can these people just learn to do what is right? That's my own. It doesn't take much. Securing the lives and property of the people is their responsibility. Can they do this thing so that people will go to their farms? Now this thing, then they make food they expensive before they go transport and reach urban center cities finish. Prices don't skyrocket, plus bad road, plus everything. But tomorrow they'll turn around and tell you that, oh, the market people are the problem. Inflation has reduced. Where it reduced? The whole of government. Look into this thing, because they know people they vex with you already. Look into all this matter. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly do leave your opinion in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the bell icon. The moment you subscribe, that's where you get to know as soon as I publish video. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you so much for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy your Monday. Happy New Week, guys. Now I won't go spoil you. Enjoy your week, and see you guys in my other videos.